Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips a balance in favor of fair use. Okay, guys, so this is a continuation of Disabled in Scientology. Hold on. So Muldoon is giving everyone a link to alt religion Scientology. He says he agrees completely. Great post, Z. Orger says, over the hill. I learned a lot from it. Out of the Dark says, ditto. They trying to bump up the thread here? Good post too, Muldoon. Okay, alexr@hotmail.com. Becky, I do not feel embarrassed to associate with a person with a disability. I feel helpless sometimes because I don't know what to do for them. But usually they would say, just act normal, doofus, or some such. Pretty weird stuff. Scientology, isn't it? Scientology does good works in its own way. I don't know about that. You can leave by just stopping, attending. The money goes, uplines, and you just can't be audited for 2 weeks if you take an aspirin. A lot of weird posts in this one. Guys know. Here we go. If you are interested in understanding truly, just go to the churches. He misspelled truly, but that's okay. I misspell stuff too. Website and read. Oh, you guys know this is a Scientologist. Don't worry, you can read the pages without losing your soul and sanity. Read what the church says it is. And read our philosophy and code of honor. You guys know this is a Scientologist. Let's see. It's probably not there anymore. Yep. Oh, if anybody wants to take the free personality test, you got to give it to Scientology. They were doing massive data collecting before it was all over the place. Must be a coincidence. You don't have to agree. You can read it and think it's worthless if you want. But your questions show that you don't really understand what Scientology is trying to be and do. And then consider, are we living up to our possibilities? No. Are we inherently evil, Alex? You know, just people are misled. Just like the Cool song. Or not, what do you call it? Cool in the Gang, I mean. Gerald. Let's see what this is. It's too formal already. They're writing it like it's a letter. Hey there, Alex. I have been to the site and read as you asked. But saying you do something and really doing it are two very different things. Bam. So let me ask a couple of questions, if I may. You guys know what they do to questioners, right? They label you suppressive. They label you PTS. They might call you a squirrel if you want to do independent Scientology, which sadly is the thing. And last but not least, they will label you as anti-Scientology critic. all because you ask questions, or all because you point out their crimes, most specifically, crimes against children. How many disabled people are members of Scientology? I have to say I have yet to see a wheelchair in any picture of a gathering of members. Bam! How many members do you have that are disabled due to mental illness? I just want to interject here too. How much of the psychosis are they implanting in people? You know what I mean? Like causing it with all this auditing, and you had Lisa McPherson. Who was the other gal? The Mills lady. Now, you guys, you know those are the ones that we know about. And a lot of people have said that once people reach the OT3 level and they find out there are more thetans on their body, that's when a lot of people start to become psychotic. And also there's a reverse sect check. I think it's a reverse sect check that is meant to cause people psychosis. Another inversion like Aleister Crowley, law of reversal. I seem to remember reading something somewhere about a tone scale. I think Becky understands just fine, and yes, we can and will disagree from time to time. I can also admit I may be wrong, which is why I'm asking these questions. Is there a chance you could be the one wrong here, Gerald? Oh, lots of deleted messages. You guys know. Okay, this is what did they call this? I think Tori, before she got out of Scientology, was one of these people that would dispute with other people online. There's a name that they call this. I can't remember. It's kind of like an infiltration, sort of like divide and conquer in a way. So Becky says, I do not feel embarrassed to associate with a person with a disability. Okay, Alex wrote. Okay, Alex is the Scientologist with a Hotmail email of all things. That's complete BS. I'm calling BS on this. Wow, way to go deep, isn't it? He's probably out now. I feel helpless sometimes because I don't know what to do for them. But usually they would say, just act normal, doofus, or some such, which is also name-calling. Here we go, you guys. Here's Alex going to go off. You don't have to do anything. And this is not just a sci-fi issue. This applies to the regular general population also. You know they always use that, right? It's a minimization there. Think to yourself, the last time you saw a person in a wheelchair, did you avert your eyes? Or did you look down into their face and talk to them like you would a normal person? So he never addresses the fact that there's no publicity campaigns with disabled people. That might be some for all of us to think about. Sounds like a lawsuit. Try treating us like normal people for a change and get it out of your head that we are differently abled or less able than you. God, I hate labels. Call me disabled. That's what it is, a disability. And if you can triumph over your disability, then you've accomplished a lot already. Okay, I'm getting a little confused who's who here. I think this is Alex responding. They should have changed the font, you know how we did back in the day? We will tell you what we need so you can relax. Look at this authoritative voice. But I suspect from what you are posting that you are not clearly out of the sci-fi mindset, that you think you are still somewhat above me. Check. And therefore need to be holier than thou, then you could come back and save the less abled, perhaps me. She's going off. Way to go, Becky. But give up on me, Alex. I'm never going to be a Scientologist. Bam, she told you, Alex. I'm too much of an individual already. Got it? I had to fight and claw my way to get as far as I did. I was never pampered as a child. My dad was tough, you see, and I'm not buying into anyone's BS, especially not Hub's. He was insane, and I can see that clearly. Bam! She told you, Alex. He was like Hitler. I've been to the Holocaust Museum in D.C., and Hitler got rid of the handicapped, too. My blonde hair and blue eyes wouldn't have saved me, and the fact that I'm a twin might have kept me alive long enough for Hitler to do some nasty experiments on me, right? And also, too, Mengele did those. Called himself Dr. Green. Look it up. Many of you in here are completely hung up on labels, too. Oh, that sounds familiar. What do I know? Pretty weird stuff, Scientology, isn't it? No kidding. Scientology does good works in its own way. You can leave by just stopping attending, right? The money goes up lines and you just can't be audited for 2 weeks if you take an aspirin. BS on most of this. Audits are for the IRS. Let them audit Scientology. That's a good one. If you are interested in understanding truly, just go to the church's website and read. They always say the same thing, like a freaking robot. Go to the website. Go to the website. Wah, 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 wah. Go to the website. Go to the website. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Go to Scientology.com. Go to Scientology.com. Go to Scientology.com. Nobody can think for themselves. Don't worry, you can read the pages without losing your soul or sanity. Read what the church says it is and read our philosophy and code of honor. Code of honor, can you imagine? Ask all the locked up children what their code of honor is. Of course, they give the link because with the 33, but what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? And what is Scientology.org? You do understand that I have been buddies with Phil Scott for a while now, right? I've read a lot about this already before I ever posted here, including a few of the links you posted, plus more I read voraciously, Alex. Education is a very good thing. Most of the Scientologist pages that I have come across, the ones that are still in, they sound like they are on some kind of drugs. At least on Cloud 9, they sound like bots on a good day. I just said what I'm saying. They don't sound like real people to me. You don't have to agree. You can read it and think it's worthless if you want. But your questions show that you don't really understand what Scientology is trying to be and do. My opinion is my own, and I'll keep it, thanks. Like I said before, I don't care what you think of my questions. Your opinion doesn't carry any weight with me. Bam! Irrelevant, bro. And then consider, are we living up to our possibilities? No. Are we inherently evil? Evil, yes. Money grubby, yes. Power hungry, yes. A religion, no. Hiding behind a tax exemption, yes. Trying to shut people up, yes. Not succeeding well, recently, yes. Attracting their own critics, yes. Take advantage of young people on Sea Org, yes. Trying to cover up the involvement in fair gaming, yes. Trying to discredit doctors and medicine, yes. Very good writing. Trying to discredit doctors and medicine, okay, did that. Trying to discredit the whole industry of psychology, etc., because they snubbed Hubs, and because he needed treatment badly himself. Well, he did get it, under the table. He even died with the drugs in his system, yes. Should I go on? Becky. Go Becky. Something about those Beckys, huh? Becky, I do not. Okay, Alex wrote Becky. Okay, Becky is talking about, I do not feel embarrassed to associate with a person with a disability. And then Alex responds, this should be great. And let me follow up this by saying, I called BS on this because you posted about me being deaf. You looked that information up and then posted it here on purpose. Then you changed the subject line in the thread to Becky plays the deaf card. Isn't that wonderful, you guys? I guess that must be freedom of religion, huh? If you hadn't brought it up, you would never know I was deaf, ever, because you wouldn't have heard it from me. Pardon the pun, Becky. Becky's going off. Chip Gallo. One question to ask at any Scientology org. Are your facilities accessible to people in wheelchairs? I bet Audit LA would like to know that. I want to know. Inquiring MF minds want to know. In other words, are you ADA compliant? Wow, imagine this. We've been talking about this since 2006. What is that like? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do the math in my head. 21 years or something? 21 years ago. I guess Los Angeles Council didn't care. A whole bunch of agencies didn't do their job. That means restrooms, exterior entrances, auditing rooms, course rooms, etc. Ah, you guys, I just had an idea. We need to have someone go into some of these Scientology orgs that have scooters or wheelchairs. Yeah, needs to be done. Auditing rooms, course rooms, etc. They may not have handicapped staff or public, but with the renovating and new building going on, one would expect compliance with local, state, and federal laws. Chip Gallo. Oh, this should be great, you guys. Bunch of dumb. Is this, wait, hold on. Oh no, Chip knows what's up. Okay, never mind. Let's see what kind of resources that he's sharing. Knowing how to know is knowing where to go. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, nothing's happening. Truth about Scientology. Huh. What is this? Hold on, guys. Okay. As for the resources from that first or second link, I saved that. You've got Xeno.net, XenoTV.com, which is great because that's super mockery of Scientology TV. And then LisaMcPherson.org. You guys know what happened there. Let's see what this is. Lermanet. Let's see if that's still there. Oh. Okay, we've read so much on Lisa McPherson. I'm not going to stick with that one. I like cmu.edu. It's actually cs.cmu.edu. Really good stuff. Some things on Tori over there, or Tori's interviews. So there were two different deletions of messages. So we missed something. Here's an article. Let's see, Alex. Let's see. This sounds to me like another Scientologist. And they've got an article from News West Earthlink. That sounds like the 90s email. Okay, funny. True in essence, I trolled you. Your deafness is not handicap here, but naivety may be. This guy's like lost in the sauce, as they say. See what Scientology used to have people doing? Of course, there's a lot less Scientologists now, so they're not able to keep up, because the web be webbing. You came on this group claiming friendship with Phil Scott, a person I have known and worked with in the past, and for whom I have a dislike. Is he suppressive? You also have taken a critical and sarcastic position in regards to my religious beliefs. Imagine, you guys. I mean, I'm trying not to be mean, but how can you possibly think this is religion? It's just mind control. Although a lot of religions are, to be honest. Thus, in my mind, you became an appropriate target for a negative response from me. This is very British English, isn't it? They are not. I don't think they're native English speaker. No shade to anyone. No shade at all. You know, it just sounds different because America, we butchered English over here. I seriously doubt that anyone on ARS would see your deafness as a negative aspect in their dealing with you, and probably more the contrary. You would be admired for having overcome whatever effects it has in your life. This person might believe it, but you guys know it's not true. Degraded being, anyone? I don't really want to keep reading this silliness. Look at all this. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you have nothing to do. I don't know if I want to really listen to more of Zinja's goofiness. All this Scientology lingo. Okay, they're talking about PayPal. In 2006? Well, of course, he's a Scientologist, so you guys know. Sorry for scrolling, you guys. I don't want to read. This is kind of like... I'm getting a little bit lost. There's so many people here. Okay. Zinj, goravi mat, agat, grazie, mucho gracias, danka schön. Now here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. Have the above translated as follows. Into sign language, Morse code, Spanish, Spanglish, Pig Latin, German, Dutch, oh hell, all the UN languages, and don't forget, Hubbardish, okay? Then comprehension will commence. No using Babelfish, that's cheating. I want you to hire all the most expensive translators, okay? Then send the bill to Alex. You have PayPal, Alex? Yes, good. You are going to need it now. Found my stores. You said you are very comfortable. I bet the nice house would look great with some flags in front of it. Go shopping. I'll send you my bill too. Hell, hath no fury like a woman. Okay, I'm going to scroll and see what else is here. Okay, I'm going to stop here with this one. It just goes on into a lot of back and forth, like little small talk. Becky's holding her ground. There's a few Scientologists that are arguing with her, telling her to go to, Scientology.com or one of their goofy websites. So I'll leave the link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.